Hey guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Weekly.
Oh, come on! Look at that. That's like, it hasn't opened. That was going to be the best intro ever. I fucked it. No, it's going to explode. Look! Oh! We got it done!
What are you lately?
What are the chances? No, I'm serious. Look, I can't even open it. Oh, fuck, you get Doug Miller on the phone? This is unacceptable. How am I supposed to enjoy this amazing can of America Energy Red, White and Boom, not your granny's apple, if I can't fucking open it? This is like torturing me right now, Big Neve.
Fucked it now.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Nah, it's game over. I'm gonna have to do the intro and go grab another can.
Come on.
Another less than delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 145, Nevos.
Definitely delicious.
Yeah, I just can't believe that. No. I was so pumped for that intro. I was like, this is going to be actually literally the most delicious intro ever. Can't fucking open the can. I'm distraught. What am I supposed to do? How do you even open? What do you even do now?
That's what you get.
Do you like get a pen and like smash it?
Well, that's what you get for not getting me one. So
no, well, now I have to go and redeem myself and get us both one. Anyway.
All right.
Topics of discussion. Neve.
Back in stock, new products coming soon. Top 10 turn up and Ask Neve.
Jam-packed episode of MassiveJoes Weekly Word for you guys. The first episode for 2019. We got a bunch of, I think we're like 14 Ask Neves as well, man. 14 for episode 14.5. 145. Big Nevos, lead us off with first topic of discussion. Neve.
Back in stock. Fresh.
Super. Saturday fresh, actually. We're shooting this. What's today? Wednesday? Today hump day, peach day. So this is like 4 days. This is like 4 days. 4 days fresh now. Got this done. Oh, 5 days. I got it done. 4.5. Got it done.
I think you need to go a bit shorter. You need to go a bit shorter where the hair meets.
You reckon here? A bit shorter here? Well, you're seeing Rob again on Saturday, aren't you?
I see him every week.
I'm like you see him every week now.
Every Saturday.
You got a weekly.
I've been going seeing. How do you think my hair stays shaved? I see him every week.
But you don't even get your hair cut. It's just like there's no hair there.
It grows fast.
What are you doing? I might have to come with you on Saturday. I'll tell him. I'll say, look, Rob, Neve said.
Tidy it up. Just tidy it up.
Weekly Word 145, go tighten this shit up.
All right.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock.
Hit him, baby.
All right. So back in stock. Action stage everything. No. Yeah, fuck yeah.
This is the best episode of Weekly Word we've seen thus far. Wow. Couldn't open the can. Yeah, unbelievable. Sorry, mate. Sorry to to walk out on you mid-topic of discussion, but I thought I'd do the deed, and I got you a flavour of impeachment for Hump Day. Thoughts?
Thanks.
I got myself a grape. Can we do it together to see if we actually? No, you fucked. That one's fucked. Can we do it together? Ready? No, dude, it'll go. Don't fucking with the pen. It's gonna go everywhere. Got expensive cameras and shit. Come on, let's do it together. See if these ones will open. If not, fucking. Oh, see, that's what was supposed to happen on the intro. Shit. All right. First topic of discussion.
Back in stock.
Hit him, baby.
So action stage everything.
Ignition switch, fuel pump,
grind,
demo day, all flavors as well, with a new flavor that we'll get to when we get to new products. But all Axe and Sledge back in stock. Guys, make sure, I would say Axe and Sledge probably the #1 line that we're having an issue with supply and demand at the moment. Demand far exceeding supply.
Well, yeah, it was
far. We're always running out of stock.
It's far exceeded our expectations.
And I think Axe and Sledge expectations too.
Yeah.
So if you want some, make sure, pause the video and go get it. It's probably already fucking sold out.
Probably.
It's probably too late. But when the next shipment drops,
we still got stock.
Make sure that you get it. And if you aren't interested in getting it, you probably should, because the shit's fucking flying.
Because the flavors and the nutritional panels, ingredients,
and the price,
phenomenal.
They've ticked a lot of boxes.
They have.
Yeah.
Ambrosia, everything.
Everything Ambrosia back in stock as well. That means overtraining solution. That means Mencel Jewels. That means Nectar in both flavors. That means gold. That means the whole Ambrosia. everything planter. It's all back in stock, baby. Make sure you get yourself some. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
New products. All right, so the Axe and Sledge now comes in the ignition switch and fuel pump comes in a scorpion venom flavor, which is a mixed berry flavor.
Mixed berry, they reckon.
Yep.
I actually haven't tried the scorpion venom yet, but I will.
You'll have to.
I might have to. What we training biceps tonight? Biceps
Yep.
calves? Might bust open a fuel pump scorpion venom. Try that shit.
Arosto cold drip coffee.
Oh, now, and everyone's got all excited and shit, but this is just for South Australian retail stores. So this we can't sell the shit online because it has to be refrigerated and refrigerated.
And it's the glass bottles as well.
Glass bottles. So only available in South Australian MassiveJoes retail stores at this point in time. This shit is fucking next level. It's pure 100% Colombian cold drip. Disco shit.
Yep.
Pure as the driven snow, Big Neve.
Booger sugar?
I wouldn't say booger sugar. No.
Okay.
It's good shit though, man.
Carry on then.
It's good shit.
Carry on.
Yeah, carry on.
Slim Tum Valkyrie, which is their fat burner.
Yes, you're a big fan of this
Delicious.
one, aren't you?
Rum and cola. It actually tastes like rum and cola.
It's a fat burner, but you can also use it as a pre-workout if you want to. It's got beta-alanine.
Beta-alanine, taurine, that kind of stuff.
But it's interesting because it's. Would you go so far as say carbonated?
No.
It's kind of like it's got a fizziness. It's got like bicarbonate in it. So it's kind of fizzy, like when you drink it. Not like a red, white, and boom fizzy, but it does have kind of like an NO Explode fizziness, Amino X fizziness.
I wouldn't agree.
To it. But you're a big fan. You like the rum and cola flavour.
And lemon lime bitter is also delicious.
Yeah, all the flavours are good. They've done well.
Core Hard capsules.
Yes, finally bought in. So we have Core Hard Extreme, obviously the powder. We've getting a lot of requests for the capsule version, probably because the powder doesn't taste that great. So now we have Core Hard capsules in stock. There is a slight difference between the hard capsules and the Hard Extreme powder. The Hard Extreme powder is the better product because it's got the pine bark extract, the rosin in it. And it's a little bit more expensive because of that. The Core Hard is obviously easier to take because it's in capsules, but it is a slightly different formula, so just keep that in mind.
Core Peak X.
Yeah, mate. How good has a Peak X been?
It's great. Tastes like shit, but it's a great product.
It fucking tastes horrible. But we've been training on it the last few workouts, and we've really been enjoying it. I really enjoy Peak X, man. I think that shit is next level shit. Boss Josh and I shot an episode of Basic Breakdown on it. Link is in the description box for you guys that want to check it out if you haven't seen it on the YouTube channel already. But very cool formula. But as you mentioned, it doesn't taste very good. At least the flavor we've tried doesn't taste very good.
ATP Science Vegan Aminos.
Oh yes, finally in stock, the vegan EAAs, full spectrum EAAs, specifically designed for people who follow a vegan diet and therefore don't get full spectrum essential amino acids in their diet from whole food sources.
HPN N83.
The super, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to say like super seeds. No, I've lost it. Anyway, the next version of HPN NR, the new and updated version, is HPN NAD3. Very, very cool supplement. It slid straight into my supplement stack, man. Because it's a perfect timing for me, actually, because it came in and I'd finished NR, so NR went out, NAD3 went in, and the shit is fucking mint. I'm such a big fan of this product, man. This product, NR, that like anti-aging, B-vitamin, I think that it is so underrated.
All over it like a rash.
And I think everyone should be taking it. They really should. Big fan.
Primeval Labs Vasogorge.
Yeah, pill form nitric oxide booster. Am I right?
With Vaso 6.
Vaso 6 has got some not glycer pump, it's Hydromax. Got glycerol of some sort in it. It's got some Norvaline in there as well. So for those of you who want a pump formula that isn't in powder form, that you can just take as a capsule form with your pre-workout, Vasogorge is your ticket.
Yep. Team Apparel Fuse shorts in the black on grey and the black on black.
So both colours of Fuse shorts are now live. The original black on grey that we launched just before the end of 2018, and now the black on black traditional Fuse is available also, not just in the guys but in the girls as well, the high-waisted also. So both the guys version, the girls version, both colours, all sizes, all now available, the Fuse shorts.
Yep.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Coming soon.
Hit 'em, baby.
So the Team J apparel 940 A-frames. So they're the ones that I've got on my head.
I might want to demonstrate.
So yeah, just the updated version, model.
Explain the differences, because our A-frames are super popular, but we weren't happy with them. So we decided to make some improvements and bring out what we're calling the 940 A-frames, which are effectively a Gen 2 A-frame, but there are a few differences.
I mean, the main difference is just your material.
Yep.
So a little bit of a sturdier material.
A little bit more rigid.
A little bit rigid material.
I wouldn't say thicker, I'd just say more rigid. The actual structure of the hat is more rigid.
Probably more rigid.
What else you got?
They're no longer the flex fit, so it's just a standard snapback.
Yep.
So the inside is not flex fit.
While you're showing the inside, may as well just show the improvements.
It says workout by apparel in there.
Yeah, it's got a little...
yeah, lifestyle by workout, workout by lifestyle, workout apparel, lifestyle by workout apparel.
Yep. Got a little TMJ tag on the inside there.
Tag there, a little TMJ on the back.
TMJ tag on the back as well.
TMJ, crown wings. And so they're coming in 10 colours. So the existing 6 colours we've got already. Plus we've got black on white, black on camo, white on Dodger blue, and navy on navy.
Very cool. I'm super excited for these. They launch actually this Friday. So a lot of you will be watching this and they've launched already, but if you're watching this like fresh off the fucking press, fresh off the YouTubes, they launched this Friday, both online and in MassiveJoes retail stores.
Yep. What are you going to do with the old ones?
I don't think there's that many left, man. But those are going to be those will be the original because those are still, see, personally, I like training in the OGs because of the flex fit. So they fit on my head a little bit and they're nicer to train in, whereas these ones are like better casual hats. So you can still get both of them. I think we're sold out in a couple of colors of the original A-frames anyway, but those colors are now available in the 940s.
EHP Labs OxyShred Rainbow Candy.
Yes, a new flavour of EHP Labs OxyShred. They're very quickly doing the Glambia thing now, aren't they?
Yeah, just increasing the flavours.
they're doing the essential amino energy.
Well, they are, yeah, but
product development.
But the thing that when it works with Total War with Redcon, it works with some companies.
Well, it does. Yeah, but Redcon still like produce a lot of new products.
Yeah, but that's
new innovative products.
The issue with EHP Labs is OxyShred is always going to be their
hero.
Seller.
Would you say hero? I'd say hero product.
America Labs Uncle Bam.
Boom.
Next week.
Should be here next week, which is the capsule form fat burner from America Labs, of course.
Magic Burn should be next week.
Yes, the new fat loss powder from our good friends at Magic Nutrition over on the Central Coast.
Olympus Labs Tudka.
Yes, that should be about 2 weeks away. So Olympus Labs Tudka, man, this shit is gonna fucking fly. Primarily, well, I mean, let's just be honest, people who are taking anabolics and are putting a lot of stress on their liver in particular, am I correct? It's the liver, right? Tudka is a very potent liver detox. And Olympus Labs are pretty much the only company that does a very high quality Tudka. But because it's so high quality, it literally depends on can they get the raw ingredients, yes or no? So it kind of like it's in stock and then it goes out of stock for a few months and then it comes back in and then it goes back out. And so we've been lucky enough to buy a fuck ton of it at the moment because it's in stock, but it's gonna fly. So if you're interested in the Tudka, do not wait because it will go out of stock and we won't be able to get any more for an unknown period of time. But it should be here in 2 weeks.
MTS Outright Bar.
Yeah, still, we're getting closer with the permits on the outright bar. There was a little bit of a miscommunication on actually how much dairy was in the bars, which I facepalmed myself a bunch of times last week about. But we're pretty close. So I reckon that we should have the permits probably in the next couple of weeks, and then we're gonna air freight straight away the outright bars. So if all goes to plan, it should be the end of January. And we'll have the outright bars in all of the flavors. And they are delicious. We got some here.
3D Energy.
We got interim permits.
3D Energy.
You tell me with the 3D Energy. I don't fucking know what's going on.
We're just waiting for it to ship, really.
Why? Do you want to explain why? No. No? Just keep that one off. Keep that one behind closed doors.
First Form.
Should be, the 3D, look, 3D really should be here before the Arnold.
It should be, hopefully. 6 weeks.
We really don't fucking know.
Oh, whenever they ship it.
Look, we've put a PO in. We fucking paid for this shit. We're just waiting for it to ship now.
Yeah.
And we're having all sorts of problems actually getting it shipped.
Oh, well, I know part of it was due to toll as well.
Yeah.
Toll tried to fuck us on the quote that they gave us originally.
They did.
Tried to add an extra $800 to their shipping quote.
Fucking unbelievable.
Because we told them the heights of the pallets.
Yeah.
And they gave us the quote, and they said, "Oh no, the pallets are too high to fit."
Too big. They actually wrote an email too big.
No, because they said the pallets are too big to fit too high, so we can't give you the original quote. Well, you've had the dimensions all along, and you knew how a bigger standard container is. So how did you not know that you couldn't double stack it?
These are the trials and tribulations.
So now, because we can't double stack it, you're going to take up more room than we'd originally anticipated. Now you're going to have $800 extra.
Just bullshit.
Shit's fucked.
Anyway, this next one you're about to say, this is going to be big, man.
Yeah. So first form.
This is going to be.
Should we hear by the Arnold?
This is going to be fucking big, man.
Getting your mate out here?
Who?
Andy?
I'll bring Andy, Sal, and Brian. I'll bring the whole fucking crew. I'll bring all of them.
All of them.
Why the fuck not? First Form is going to be one of the biggest brands in Australia 2019. Mark my words. Right here. MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 145. The first episode for 2019. I'm calling it First Form by the end of this year going to be one of the biggest brands in Australia. Guaranteed. Should be here launching, if not before, definitely by the Arnold.
Yeah.
And we're talking, we can't do the full range because a lot of their products contain, DMAE is a big one, but contain prohibited ingredients. But we're going to be doing as many products as we can. And the big one, the reason why it's taken us so long, because you remember, I had the very first meeting with First Form April last year. So this has been like 9 months in the works now.
Yeah.
The reason why it's taken so long is because we wanted to get all the permits for all of their top proteins. So all of those have now been arranged. So the good news is we are going to be launching with First Form's full range of proteins as well, which is super, super epic. But First Form is going to go fucking off, guys. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you don't understand how fucking pumped. I haven't been this pumped for a new brand. Honestly, I can't remember.
Right.
I would go so far as to say, like, probably since we first brought MTS to Australia, which has gone back like 5 years now. Remember when you were like crowned junior vice president of MTS by Thomas?
Yep.
Yeah. Remember? That's how pumped I am for.
Yeah, we get the point now.
Are you sure I can keep going?
All right. Next topic.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Top 10 turn up weekend sale.
All right, tell them, baby.
So this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, in store and online, we're doing our top 10 products of 2018.
Yep.
Buy one, get 10% off. Buy two, get 15. Buy three, get 20% off. Is that the sale?
I believe that is the sale, yeah.
Is that the final numbers we've decided on?
But mate, it's your fucking sale.
No, because you changed
and you
it.
said it's going to be online. I don't even think we've confirmed if
Yeah, no, it is.
be
I've
online.
confirmed
Oh,
it.
it's definitely
What,
going to be
you think I
online.
don't do my job? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just making sure that
It's been confirmed. I've had a meeting with IT today.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So it's been confirmed.
You know what the top 10 products are?
They've already been given to a
Because
deal.
the viewers don't know. It's going to be a surprise.
I know it's going to be a surprise to them, but
So it's going to be based on sales volume, right?
Yeah.
Our top 10 selling products from last year.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to tell you just yet. So you can probably figure out what the top 5 are, but maybe 5 to 10 is going to be a little bit.
Number one is MTS Whey.
Of course, it's pretty obvious. It's going to be our top 10 selling products based on sales volume from last year. And you can mix and match. So if you buy any one in that top 10, either in-store or online, you're going to save 10%. If you buy any two, so you can do two of the same product, you can mix and match any two in that top 10, you're going to save 15. Or you can take it up and buy any three. So 3 of the same product, 2 of the same product, mix and match, however the fuck you want. Any 3 in the top 10, you're going to save 20%. In-store and online. You can repeat it as well. So if you want to pick up like 6, 9, 12, any multiple of 3, you'll save 20%.
So they're definitely the discounts you want to go with?
Yeah.
10, 15, 20?
Well, it's too late now. We just fucking told them.
Not anything else?
I think that's it.
All right.
We probably should have had this discussion off camera.
No, because I had something originally. And then I remember you changed it last minute.
Yeah, because you wanted to do fucking buy 3, get 50% off.
No, 30%.
I'm like, mate.
I wanted to do buy 3, get
Mate.
30. So I just want everyone to know that
Mate.
I had the customer's best interests at heart, and you fucking just gone and butt
You're
fucked
the
them.
people's GM, that's why.
I tried to pull. I'm just letting everyone know. I tried to do buy 3.
You went into battle.
Yeah.
Scooter wouldn't have it.
tried-
He wouldn't have it.
I
I
tried-
saw the look he gave you. He was ready to kill. He was going beast mode. He was going lion mode.
I tried to say buy 3, get 30. Joe said no.
He looked like the lion. You look like the gazelle.
Joe said no. Fuck the people.
I did not.
You did.
I did not.
You said fuck the people, I'm giving them 20 max.
Scooter, mate.
Fuck the people, I'm giving them 20 max.
You're making those sorts of decisions. Anyway, top 10 turn-up sale in-store and online starts Saturday, 10 a.m. ADL time, runs until Sunday midnight, obviously in-store.
What about the stores open at 9 a.m.?
Open? Sorry, 9 a.m. That's what I meant to say. And then you can clean up online until midnight ADL time on Sunday. Next topic of discussion. Neve.
Ask me.
All right, 14 questions for Ask Neve, and we actually put some up in the TMJ Team MassiveJoes Facebook group.
Yep.
In fact, for those of you who don't know, we run it's private, a private Facebook group. Link is in the description box, and Dilip, even put something up on screen now just to show the Facebook group, maybe a video. Are you right there? It's just
a bird.
red button boom needs to come out of you.
Better out than in Irish, eh?
They'll throw something up on screen now. The Team MassiveJoes exclusive Facebook group. Very cool resource. There's conversations happening in there every day. There's over 1,000 people in there now.
It's about 1,100, 1,200.
So you can jump in there, ask any questions you want. The Team MassiveJoes community will get in there and help you out. Whether it's one of us, we jump in there. I'm in there every day.
Yeah. Well, the thing is yourself, myself, Josh is there, Bosch is there.
The whole company is there, and then there's like over 1,000 of the Team MassiveJoes community. So it's an awesome resource. And it is private, but any of you guys can join. So link is in the description box. Just click that link. You have to request access or request invite, or there's some button you have to click where you won't be able to get in straight away. We have to approve you, but we got you, man. We'll approve you guys, so make sure you join. All right, Phil Spencer. Hey fellas, Phil Spencer from Chester in the UK, wishing you both a happy new year and best wishes for 2019. Likewise, Phil, man. Crush this shit. My question this week is about nutrition. Here in the UK, a lot of brands are marketing food and drink as high protein. We see protein pizza, protein cookies, and even protein beer. But what should we look out for when buying any of these products that is hiding away in the label? And is this false marketing? As always, stay massive.
I mean, it's not false marketing because it is.
I see this shit every year at Brain Power.
Because the thing is,
every year.
The thing is, it's not false marketing because it is high protein, and a lot of times it is added protein in terms of like they might make protein, they might put protein powder, I don't know what the fuck they do, but a lot of them are enriched, and obviously protein cookies have got like whey protein or
not always.
Protein isolate or egg
fucking plant protein.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
They fucking bake it with protein powder, so don't fucking create me cockhead.
No. There's. Fuck, that escalated quickly.
And then,
the thing you get very passionate about your added protein sources, don't you, Neve?
I'll think about my cookies. The thing is, obviously a lot of them like stuff. I mean, you have to be smart. Things such as your pizza and your cookies and stuff are going to have your saturated fats and you're going to have your added carbohydrates in there. So they're not a healthy alternative. When sometimes like a pizza is going to have, I mean, some have 300 or 400 calories, but then others are going to have much more. So
yeah. I think the thing to be careful of here, Phil, is just because something is high protein doesn't make it healthy. I mean, you can have firstly, it depends how you define high protein, like compared to what.
You can go and you can see ice cream can have 30 grams per serve, but the thing is it's not healthy.
But it's having 100 grams of sugar and 50 grams of fat at the same time. So, you need to look at, and Phil knows this because Phil is, he's clued up, he knows what's going on. But for those of you who perhaps don't, you need to look at the entire macronutrient split of a particular food, not just the protein. Look at the carbs, the sugars, the fats, whether the fats are unsaturated, monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, or saturated. Are there trans fats in there? Like, look at the entire macronutrient split of the food. Don't be sucked into the fact that, oh, this beer is high protein, therefore I can drink it and I'll get fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. Fight 2913. Hey guys, Richie from North Carolina in the US of A. Hey guys, just wondering if you have ever had tennis elbow, and if so, what did you do to get rid of it? And what caused it in the first place? It's really hurting my gym. It's really hurting my time in the gym. I've only lifted once since Christmas. Please help. I need my gains.
I haven't had tennis elbow. Have you had tennis elbow?
No, I haven't, fortunately. From what I understand, and this is, I'm not even sure if that should continue because I don't really know. But fuck it, I will. From what I understand, tennis elbow
You're going to do a Louis Simmons here? Just make up stats.
Just 47% of the world's homosexual. I think that it's caused by ligament irritation, I believe. You got no idea.
No. I thought it was nerve.
Fuck. Richie, honestly, man, I really don't know. No. So I'm not even gonna. I'm not even good at it, because I could actually just spill bullshit right now.
I think you would.
I don't think that's going to help anyone. No. Richie, my advice, go see a professional, a physiotherapist in particular. Tell them what the problem is. You might not even be tennis elbow at all. You might actually have,
sometimes I've had like sore elbows and stuff. I'm pressing, and it's turned out to be tight forearms and a lot of issues like that. So
seek out professional help, man, and get on top of that shit, because you don't want it hurting your time in the gym. That's for sure. These chronic injuries. We're gonna save that one for last. Corey Stocks. Hey guys, it's Corey from Newcastle here in Australia. With the common trend of a lot of these new training styles, do you see a sudden decrease in the traditional lifting styles such as the basic compound lifts and just basic old school exercises, and seeing now an increase in a lot of overcomplicated exercises and exercises that are pointless? Would love to hear your input, and as always, keep up the great content and stay massive.
No, I don't believe so. I mean, there's two parts to this question. I believe that a lot of the old basic compound exercises that should be the foundation of a training program have been left behind and aren't used as much as they should by beginners and by just people looking to make a solid base and foundation.
People try and get too fancy.
That being said, though, it's not 1970 anymore, and it's not Arnie at the original Gold's Gym or anything like that. Technology has come a long way, and when you look at the hammer strength machines and the live fitness machines and your techno gym machines, and a lot of them can hit the muscle and isolate particular muscles a lot more than other machines can do. Like what we're seeing with like bands and stuff is you can overexert a muscle. You can add as a overload, whatever you call them.
I know what you're saying. I'm going to give a very illustrative example, right? Go back to like pumping iron days, right? 70s, 80s. What did guys do to build glutes? Primary exercise. Squats. Now, we know that there's a far better exercise for building glutes in particular, and that is?
Hip thrusts.
Exactly. But no one was doing them back in the day because no one fucking thought to do. It's a weird movement. But now we know that movement is actually superior for building glutes than squats. So you're 100% correct. There's two sides to it.
And as Joe's saying though, is science and research has come that far that we've got actually an article that I referenced yesterday in the MassiveJoes Facebook group. For those that haven't joined, go join.
Yes.
Which is what exercises are recruiting the most amount of muscle fibers. And as
electromyography.
As we were mentioning yesterday, to target I believe it was middle chest. Is medium height cable flyers actually recruited the most amount of muscle fibers. Obviously, if you go back, and then a lot of people say that what's the term they put there? Overcomplicated exercise, such as a mid-range cable fly, for example, and why don't you just do your basic of your barbell bench press, was actually recruiting more muscle fibers than a barbell bench press. So, you have to look at that research, and I think you still have to incorporate those big compound lifts, but the thing is there's more science, research, and technology come that way in the last 40 years.
You know what I reckon? I reckon the best way to go about it is to build your training program on the foundational type movements, right? Because even though we know that doing fucking hip thrusts, glute bridges, whatever you want to call them, is better for building glutes than squats. Squats are still an overall superior leg movement.
Bang for buck exercise.
Right? Compound superior leg movement. So I think if you start with your training program and build your training program around, what you've called here, Corey, as your basic old school exercises, and then using that as your base, then start adding on some of these more complicated new style exercises that have been proven to be better for stimulating certain muscle groups. Add those on top. I think that's kind of the best mix, right? Because you don't want to go the other way. You don't want to base a fucking training program on all of these new style type exercises and do none of the old school big compound type movements that we know fucking work, because you're, trying to get the extra 10% muscular stimulation of your middle pec, for example. I think that's the best way to go about it. Build a foundation with the old school basic compound type movements, and then add, depending on what you're trying to do with your physique, add the new school, more modern type movements from there.
And as well, I think a lot of it is the way that these new school exercises are actually carried out. For example, in the pumping iron days, you might see, but it's the way that they trained as well.
Yeah.
Like the way that Louis and Arnold and Franco.
Oh, fuck, dude, but you start going down that rabbit hole, there's so many different
that's the thing,
variables.
That's the thing, is there...
the fact that fucking... One of the things I hate is fucking glute bands.
Yeah.
You know why I hate glute bands? Because it gives people, particularly the pussycats, false perception that they don't have to train hard, and because they're wearing the fucking glute bands, they can not lift as much weight or do as many reps or take shit to failure because they got the fucking glute bands on.
That's what I'm saying. But when you look at guys like Franco and those kind of guys, and they're doing their barbell bent over rows to build lats.
Yeah. And
they're doing bloody 4 or 5 plates a side, and they've got terrible form, but at least they're putting weight through their back.
Yeah.
The thing is, then you see guys, a lot of guys that you see, and you see it in any gym, is they'll go and do like on the hammer strength seated row, and you can do the one-handed or the two-handed, and they're doing one-handed cable rows to isolate the back, but they're doing it with like 2 plates, like 2 little plates. They're doing like 9 kilos.
Yeah, and really emphasizing the range of motion.
Right.
But there's no, you're not
But
you're not putting any fucking work through the muscle.
Putting weight through the
Fuck's
muscle.
sake.
So a lot of it is, I think, but it's that same guy that's going and overanalyzing. Oh, you need to get a full stretch at the bottom and contract at the top and squeeze for 2 seconds, and he's overanalyzing the machine. But then the thing is, he's not actually carrying out the exercise in the right place. But if he actually put the effort in that Louis and Franco with that exercise.
Correct. But it comes back to what I said as well, though, is there's nothing wrong doing that shit. But make sure that the basis of your back workout are the big, heavy compound movements. Yeah. And then if you want to add the, extended range of motion, squeeze with the fucking bands, resistance fucking bullshit with the fat grips on whatever the fuck you want to do it. But add it on top of the base. And that's a lot what we do. Like we do the funky shit like that as well. But we're still putting, the big compound movements through the muscle as the base. And then you put the sprinkles on top. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's not too many exercises that are pointless. I think they're just not carried out in the correct manner.
I think there's a lot of pointless exercises.
Name one.
I think there's a lot.
Name one. Other than booty bands.
Sitting on the leg press on your side, pressing with one leg at a time. Fucking pointless. Yeah. The fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
Fucking, you want to keep? I got a lot, man.
No, I'm just interested.
I can.
What you think?
What about the hammer strength horizontal press machine, where instead of the guys pressing like this, they sit like this, and they're trying to hit the inner chest, and they do this bullshit. What the fuck is it? Come on, man. Really? Get the fuck out of here. You want to keep going?
No.
Simon Collins, my good man Simon. Hey guys, Simon from Dublin, Ireland, originally from Christchurch, New Zealand. What do you see as the next big supplement ingredient to blow up? Cheers, lads. Stay massive.
For me, personally, from my own research and what I've seen ingredients,
we were just talking about this.
Grains of Paradise.
Ooh, I didn't think you were going to say that.
What do you think I was
thought you were going to say something else.
What?
You were just looking at it on your phone before we started.
Oh, yeah, that's true, but it's illegal though. So
well, at the moment it is.
Yeah, CBD oil as well, because speaking to a few guys, I'm mates with a few guys in the supplement industry in America. Yeah. Obviously, which is where we get a lot of the supplements from. And I was chatting to one of them this morning, and bit
of context. Where are they from? What brand?
They do Kodiak.
Nice.
So I was talking to a guy called Greg, who we deal with Kodiak. Yeah. And they were talking about CBD oil in like a sleep formula with CBD oil in it. Yes. So they've got, what's their sleep formula? Coma? Yep. And they were thinking about doing a coma. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so I apologise if I'm not allowed to, Greg. But they were looking at doing a coma with a CBD oil as an ingredient, like as part, like V2 with a CBD oil ingredient in there. So I think that's another like, yeah, if it depends on the legality, I guess, of it and whether it becomes legal. And I don't even think CBD.
I think all the walls are going to fall down around CBD soon. They have to. The walls are falling down around marijuana. In most countries at the moment.
So that's the thing.
So I think that's the natural progression.
I think short term will be grains of paradise.
Yep.
As a fat burning ingredient.
Yep.
Medium to long term will be CBD oil.
Yeah.
So.
I tend to agree on both counts, to be honest. Spencer Thomas. Hey guys, Spencer from Llanelli, South West Wales, Flex Lewis country. Hi, you very big boys. Happy New Year. First of all, good luck in 2019 with your bodybuilding goals. Neve, can't wait to see some content on the first comp. You will smash it. The pressure. Get up there, mate.
I don't know, mate.
You're looking very thick at the moment.
My life's just all about riding Harleys now, mate.
Well, why not ride Harleys and be fucking 6% body fat? Ride the Harley to the show, step on stage, win, ride the Harley back home.
Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense. My question is regarding pre-workout. The must-have thing these days is a pre-workout before the gym. And most people, including me, find it hard to not take one before a workout. What's your opinion on this? As most people who do most sports, for example, football, rugby, athletics, let's go performance-based sports, take a pre-workout, and more athletes are having heart attacks these days. I don't know about that. That might be a Louis Simmons statistics there. Do you think being so reliant on pre-workouts is a factor in this happening due to high stims in most pre-workouts? As I had a discussion with people in my local gym regarding this topic, and most of my rugby teammates have given them an extra boost. Most of my rugby teammates before a game are drinking pre-workouts before a match to hype them up and give them an extra boost. I argued that the availability of enhanced drugs like SARMs and steroids is the biggest factor, but they seem to think that pre-workout is the major factor in this happening. Sorry for the long-ass question. Thanks for your input and stay massive. I smile, Spencer, because it's two things catch my attention in the question. And I think they probably catch your attention too.
Yeah.
First is the fact that performance-based athletes are having more heart attacks and that would be linked to pre-workouts. And secondly is the comparison of pre-workouts to steroids and SARMs and hormone-based ingredients.
But also your rugby mates and people at a high level of sports aren't taking steroids and SARMs because they're frequently drug tested. Okay, well that's a different. We can go. We can open that kettle of fish if you want. All right. Obviously, let's not.
Let's stick to the question.
But okay, I think that probably.
Yeah.
There are drugs out there.
Yeah.
That are ahead of the curve.
Yes.
And that Olympic athletes are using, or high-level athletes are using.
Yes.
To beat the system, but I think that your rugby league players.
Yes.
Your AFL players, your whatever they may be.
Are probably on the
aren't on that level.
Correct.
So I think that the stuff that they could be taking, such as steroids, blah blah blah.
Yeah. They're probably not.
They're not taking.
On the balance of probabilities.
And the probability is that something such as steroids aren't actually going to actively affect their game that much.
Hyping them up in a transient type of way, like a pre-workout would.
Yeah, but steroids aren't going to affect an AFL player, I don't believe, too much.
So I think what the question actually is pre-workouts causing heart attacks? No. Pre-workouts are not causing heart attacks.
If you had 6 pre-workouts at once.
No, I still don't think. The thing with this.
So you think if you don't have 2 grams of caffeine that
it's not going to cause a heart. It's going to cause a toxic level of caffeine in your blood that's going to make you feel very sick and probably start throwing up. But it's not going to cause a fucking heart attack, mate. Like literally the upper limit toxicity for caffeine, you have to have like 10 grams in a single dose. Like I don't even know how the fuck you get, unless you had pure caffeine in front of you. I don't know how you would get that much caffeine, how you would actually be able to consume that much caffeine from either a supplementary source or a fucking whole food source if you want to look at like coffee beans and tea leaves and shit like that. Think about how much you would have to consume to get a lethal dose of caffeine in a single solitary dose. It's fucking impossible. Which is primarily why caffeine's legal. And a lot of these other stimulants, they're legal because you can't possibly consume enough of them to cause yourself significant harm. So there's no way that pre-workouts are even contributing to heart attacks. It's just not.
And the thing is, there's a lot of things. When you find out people that have heart attacks, it's only got some kind of
we've done a bunch of Gains Trust episodes on that where someone took a green tea extract and had a liver failure. Yeah. And it was because of the green tea extract. No, it fucking wasn't. It was because they were predisposed to a particular, I can't even remember what it was. It's in one of the episodes of the Gains Trust, but there was some sort of genetic predisposition that their liver couldn't process this and that and whatever, and they happened to have a supplement that contained green tea extract, and let's pin it on the no, but it's not the green tea extract. It's the fact of the genetic predisposition that something was going to cause this problem at some point.
Yeah. Next
question. Yep. You done with that one? John Douglas, sleep aid subs. Now these are the Facebook group questions, so that we don't actually have YouTube usernames or locations, and we're going to let it slide for this episode. But fucking don't let it happen again. Sleep aid subs. What is the best and what works? I'm a night trainer.
So is that name?
John Douglas.
Yep.
Due to kids and work, I usually finish around 10:30 and take a long time to wind down after training and go to sleep. Not taking any pre-workouts, only current stim product is Drop Factor, and last dose is at 4 p.m. Cheers and stay massive.
The issue is there's not really many sleep products on the market at the moment. Really, the two that are on the market at the moment is Delta Zone by BPM Labs and Oxy Sleep.
Yeah.
Out of those two, definitely for men, Delta Zone. Yeah. It does contain D-aspartic acid, so I wouldn't recommend it to females, in which case I'd say Oxy Sleep.
Yeah.
All fairness on EHP Labs, it's not a great product. Well, it could be a lot better.
Yeah, and that's not, to be honest, that's not having a go at EHP Labs. The problem with sleep formulas at the moment, and why there isn't that many on the market, and why most of the ones that are on the market are not very good, is because since Phenibut was banned by the TGA in February 2018, we literally have no fucking ingredients to put in sleep formulas anymore. Like in Australia, we can't use melatonin because it's prescription only. We can't use Phenibut because it's fucking scheduled now.
You only got GABA.
What can we use apart from GABA? And the biggest problem with GABA is bioavailability. It can't actually cross the blood-brain barrier and get into your fucking brain where it needs to work. So we're kind of between a rock and a hard place. We've got to use fucking herbal formulas now. Valerian root, even 5-HTP. We can use 5-HTP, but we can't use it in a proper dose.
We use it in certain doses. Yeah.
Because it's limited, and if you go over a certain dose, it becomes prescription only, which is when it actually fucking works. So what are we left with? Tryptophan as a free-form amino acid.
Taurine.
GABA.
Taurine.
Well, what the fuck's taurine going to do as a sleep formula? Nothing.
No, it does something in a sleep formula. Is it paired when it's paired 5-HTP?
Yeah, but you can't use enough 5-HTP. So we're really up shit creek.
What was that product? What was that product by Primeval Labs that was really good?
No, Xanax?
Yeah, Xanax. And it had 5-HTP, it had taurine, it did. A couple other quality ingredients.
Didn't it have Phenibut? That's why we got taken off.
But that was a great product.
Yeah. But, though this comes back to an earlier question, this does open the door when it becomes legal for something like CBD to slide in. Even though we don't really know how CBD works just yet, most people that have taken it anecdotally have reported that it helps with sleep.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the thing probably also to look at, John, is what you're doing once you finish your workout.
Yeah.
So are you sitting at home and going and watching TV and still stimulating your brain? Are you staring at a phone screen? Those
sliding
kind of things.
into DMs.
Those kind of things is obviously if you're sitting there and just swiping through your phone and don't actually put your phone down and get in a black room and dark room, and it will take you a fair while for your brain to actually slow down. So
get in that relaxed state. Nathan Purcell. What do you guys think about touch-up exercises? I'm currently using a 5-day-a-week bro split and thinking of adding a touch-up day on day 6. Question is, should the touch-up be a full dedicated day, maybe without legs, or one exercise the following day, say one chest exercise after chest day? Secondly, is a bro split better suited to non-natural lifters, and I'd be better off changing game plan totally?
I wouldn't definitely don't do like one exercise the following day.
Yeah, the touch-up is bullshit, to be honest, man. Figure out.
The thing that I think you should be using that extra day for, or those extra couple days for, is working on weak body parts.
Yeah.
For me, like obviously having a dominant chest, I train it twice because Joe does, generally. Yeah. But only because I get lonely if I'm not with you. But like the thing is,
bromance level 9,000 right now.
Is like someone like Joe who has a weak chest will hit chest twice a week, and on that 6th day you'll hit your chest, or 7th day you hit your chest.
Yeah.
Someone like myself, I'll try, and if I'm in there on my own and we didn't train last weekend, so I use it as an extra opportunity to do another arms day.
Correct.
Stuff like that is I'm working on those weak muscle groups. There's no point me going, if my shoulders are completely overpowering my biceps and triceps, which they do, there's no point me doing more shoulder work on that day. I'm better off trying to get my other muscle groups to catch up to my main muscle group.
Correct. Yeah.
In terms of the game plan, I mean,
it's the whole argument between natural versus enhanced, push-pull legs versus bro.
Yeah.
And some people think that push-pull legs is better for natural lifters, bro split is better for enhanced lifters, this and that, and bullshit. The truth of the matter is, you need to pick the workout split that you can be most consistent with over the longest period of time, regardless of if you're natural or not natural, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, if you want to actually look at the effect that being enhanced has on your body's recovery ability, protein synthesis ability, so on and so forth, probably push-pull legs, where you're hitting every muscle group twice a week, is better suited to enhanced athletes. Do you concur?
I'd say so, yeah. But
the theory is just spun on its head, where somehow when you're enhanced, the bro split works better. I don't fucking know how.
The problem once again,
hear a decent argument.
I mean, yeah, like push-pull legs is great, and it's probably my favorite split.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only issue you're going to be having with that is not recovery, but not giving enough attention to leg muscle groups.
There's pros and cons for both, man. And this is why I say the most important thing is do the split that you're able to stick to and do most consistently over the longest period of time. Do the split that fits your lifestyle.
Yeah.
And don't worry about whether you're natural or enhanced and what's better if you're natural or enhanced and this and just get it out of your mind. Go, look, I prefer training with bro split because I like the fact that I can focus on one muscle group per workout or two muscle groups per workout. I get a full 7 days recovery. Or I prefer push-pull legs because I like going to the gym and doing all my pushing and then all my pulling and hitting everything twice. It doesn't fucking matter. Just stick to the split that suits your lifestyle best, that you enjoy doing the most, because if you enjoy it the most, you're going to be the most consistent with it. And we all know that consistency is the ultimate key to gains.
I saw someone the other day and they were saying that somebody else had told them that because they'd started taking stuff, they need to start training differently.
But that's what I'm saying is it's all fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Why would you listen to what someone else was saying about what you should do? Like, make your own fucking mind up. If you like training bro split, train bro. If you start off non-natural and you start taking shit, but you still like training bro, train fucking bro.
It's not a fucking magic like switch.
It's really not, man. It's really not. Dan Saunders. Do I need to increase weights and lift heavier to build muscle as I progress throughout my training over the next few months? For example, if my one rep max on bench is 140 kilos, but can do 100 kilos by 8 to 10 reps, should I forget the heavy lifts and stick at 90 to 100 kilos and aim for 10 to 15 reps per set? Or is it necessary to increase the weight as I become stronger to build muscle? Good question.
Yeah, you should always progressive overload. So the thing is in your case here, is if you can do 140 for 1 rep.
Yeah.
The thing is you're not going to build muscle by constantly doing 140 for 1 rep.
Correct.
Which you need to be in that high hypertrophy range, which is 8 to 12 reps.
Yeah.
The thing here is as you've said, is 8 to 10 do you need to work up to, you can do 15. I probably wouldn't work up till you do 15. I'd probably do that until you get to 10, 11, 12 reps, whatever you want that. Probably let's say 12 reps for argument's sake here.
Yep.
Once you can do 100 for 12, then go to 110.
Yep.
Once you get that for 8 reps, next week try and get it for 9 reps, next week try and get it for 11 reps, next week try and get it for 12 reps. Then go to 115, start again, you might get it for 7, 8. So you want to keep constantly progressing, either in weight or rep range. So it's progressive overload. I definitely think it's something you need to be doing and something you should really try and track as much as humanly possible. just to make sure that you are always progressing, because that's the thing is you want to keep pushing your muscle and to get stronger and bigger. I mean, you see the same guys. I mean, I do it all the time. Is you'll go back to gyms and you'll go back to your good life that you used to train at or your anytime, and the guys there look exactly the same as they did 3 years ago.
It's true.
They're still walking in. That's starting with 60 kilos and doing 3 reps of 10 at 60 kilos, and they do 3 reps of 10 at fucking.
Doing the same fucking shit.
The thing is,
look the same fucking way. Look, I think there's 2 parts to this question, to be honest, man. I think the first part that you're asking is, do you need to progressively overload to continue to build muscle? And I think the second part of the question is, how many reps should I be doing to build muscle? So to answer the first part, yes, progressive overload is an absolute key when it comes to building muscle. We've done a bunch of content on it. If you're not pushing muscle outside of what it's capable of doing, there's no reason for your body to build more. So you have to progressively overload. Now you can progressively overload by increasing weight or increasing the number of reps done with a particular weight. What's most important is that you're increasing the amount of work that working muscle is doing. And you can get there a few different ways. To answer the second question, how many reps should you be doing? You need to be training within the hypertrophy rep range, which is as low as 6, as high as 15 reps. If you start doing less than 6 reps or using too much weight and you can only get 2 or 3 reps, you're not training for hypertrophy, for building muscle, you're training for strength. If you're not using enough weight, so you're failing at 20, 25 reps, you're not training for hypertrophy, you're training for muscular endurance. So you need to be using enough weight per set that's going to get you to fail between no less than 6 and no more than 15 reps. What are you laughing at?
Is there a fucking echo in here?
No,
I just
I'm
said both
just
of those
spelling
points.
it out.
I've just said fucking both those points.
I'm spelling it out. Look, Dan, I did an Instagram post about this earlier this week. It's called I can't remember what it's called. It's like top 5 muscle building tips for training. Throw it up on screen at the moment. Go check this post out, because I literally spell it out in 5 steps, exactly what you need to do in terms of training to make sure you're maximizing hypertrophy. I just feel like sometimes you don't explain it very well. You kind of like go around in circles.
I didn't. I said 8 to 12 reps. As soon as you get to 10 reps.
Well, 8 to 12 is very small. It needs 6 to 15.
Well, it's not, because strength is 1 to 5.
Yeah, and then hypertrophy kicks in 6 to 15.
6 to 15.
Well, what happens between 5 and 8, mate? What is that, a fucking black hole?
A bit of a mixture. The thing is, 6 to 15 is too.
Nothing happens. Actually, if you fail at 7 reps, nothing happens.
6 to 15 is too big a range for people.
No, I don't think it is.
It is.
But you think about how we train, especially with like drop sets and shit. The first part of a drop set, we're getting like 6 reps.
Yeah, but then you do a drop set and you add more weight in reps.
True, but the weight's dropping. So they're almost like 3 mini sets within one.
Yeah, so if you go 6, so you take it down to 6, 3, 3, you really won't get fucking 12 reps, aren't you?
We could keep going all day with this shit. Chris Grantham. Neve, over the years following you guys, it's pretty obvious the love of hip hop and old school gangster rap. Can you get down with this new mumble rap shit, or like the rest of the world, does it belong in a bin? Also, what would we find on your playlist and Joe's, if you don't mind sharing?
I hate it. Joe loves it. I hate it.
I don't love it.
You fucking play it all day long in the office, and you play it non-stop in the car, and then you play it as soon as we get to the gym.
I have a certain level with the amount of mumble rap I can
Yeah, but you're
tolerate.
loving it. You love it though.
I don't love it. I much prefer old school rap, but I don't mind some of the mumble rap. The problem with mumble rap these days is the lyrics are fucking shit, but the beats are fucking dope. So like some of the producers at the moment are like just cooking up some amazing, like when we drive to the gym and I'm cranking fucking Ric Flair drip or I Get the Bag or some shit like that. The beat is amazing.
The beat is good, but
the lyrics are fucking horrible. And the problem with mumble rap is all they rap about these days are prescription drugs.
Yeah.
Like everything's about fucking taking Percocets and codeine in my cup and took half a Xan, out like a light. It's just shit. So I think both of us much prefer old school gangster rap.
Yeah. When I'm driving lately, the Game probably would be my most played on Spotify, is The Game. Been listening to a fair bit of Ice Cube lately.
Yeah.
Not too much of a fan of Ice Cube's new album though.
No.
Yeah, lately it's really been, Eminem's always been my favourite, so it's a mix between Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP.
And don't get it
Eminem
twisted,
Show.
like there's some good new school rappers out there as well that don't do mumble rap. Logic,
Yeah.
J. Cole. I mean, there's some good new school rappers now that still rap
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much shit. So
I've always been a fan like 50, The Game, Eminem,
Tupac,
Dr.
Notorious
Dre.
B.I.G., Dre, you know, fucking Bad Boy and Death Row Records.
Then like a bit of Drake. I don't mind a bit of Drake. There's a lot
But not too old school. You go too old school, you start getting into
I don't like too old
Funk
school,
Master Flex, Run DMC bullshit. That's too old school.
Master
I'm talking like 90s hip hop.
Master P.
Yeah.
Did you ever used to watch Master P, Little Romeo?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Craig Maguire. Hey guys, what's the best way?
You never watch Little Romeo because you don't fucking watch TV shows.
That's a good point. What's the best way to do cardio if you're trying to lose about 18 to 30 pounds, but you also want to get fit as fast as you can as well? I've always found this a bit of a bother, as I don't know if I should try cutting weight and then by losing said weight fitness should increase, or focus on getting fit and improving my aerobic capacity and then the weight drop would follow, or alternate both. But how often, when, what way, sport specific? Hashtag Ask Neve.
I mean, I always find that when I'm start dieting or implementing cardio, is my fitness increases as a byproduct of increased cardio.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think really they go hand in hand, to be honest.
Yeah.
As you start running, I mean, the thing is losing weight is coming down to a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
That is what it comes down to, calorie deficit.
Yeah.
One of the ways to go into a calorie deficit is by increasing expenditure.
Correct.
By doing cardio.
Correct.
So really they go hand in hand. But
well,
obviously
not necessarily, because
you can lose weight through diet alone.
And doing no cardio.
Correct. But I think that they need to go hand in hand by putting yourself in a calorie expenditure through increased cardio.
Yes.
Which will increase your fitness levels.
Okay, and then so what sort of cardio is going to increase your fitness or your cardiovascular fitness level?
Cardiovascular is like running and cycling and rowing.
So high
swimming.
intensity. High intensity cardio.
No, low intensity, less.
That's not fucking running is not less. Walking is less.
Well,
running would be
sprinting. High intensity.
Yeah.
High intensity
But the question is, what's the best way to do cardio if you're trying to lose weight but also want to get fit as fast as possible?
Yeah, but long distance running isn't HIIT.
So what are you saying?
Like running. Cardiovascular.
I would argue that high intensity interval training is the best way to get fit.
To build up your cardiovascular strength.
Correct.
Cardiovascular system.
100%.
But you're not using your cardiovascular system when you're sprinting. 100-meter sprinters aren't using their cardiovascular system. They're using the ATP system and the anaerobic energy systems.
You use both during high-intensity interval training.
They're using the anaerobic and they're using the ATP systems.
So, well, answer the question. What would you say?
I have aerobic system, which is your long-distance running, cycling, swimming, rowing.
So you would say like medium-intensity, steady state.
Yeah, definitely not HIIT because that uses anaerobic.
All right.
Do you know the difference between aerobic, anaerobic, anaerobic?
100%. 100%.
So sprinting doesn't come into your aerobic system.
Okay. Cool. If you say so, I beg to disagree. I think if you're trying to get as fit, and it determines how you define fit as well. But I'm going to say if you're trying to get fit and lose weight,
I'm talking about fit as being. I'm talking about fit. Well, yeah, no, okay, sorry. It does come down to sport specific. What do you classify as being fit for your sport?
Yes.
So
I agree.
Yeah, but is it coming down to, are you doing MMA? Yeah. Are you going to be looking at doing a triathlon or looking at running?
Yeah,
are you looking at doing
different types of fitness.
Are you looking at doing, like a footballer, I would say, needs to be very cardiovascular fit.
Yes.
Whereas someone who's doing MMA needs to have that short burst 3 minutes of fitness.
Correct.
So it comes down to very sport specific.
You train for the sport, yeah.
So, but I mean, but he said improving his aerobic capacity.
Well, then you need to be doing stuff that taps your aerobic energy system.
Which is not HIIT.
Michael Dickey. Neck positioning during bench and dumbbell bench. Some raise their head off the bench during the pushing phase. Any reason? Better contraction on upper chest. I've noticed Skip Dog, Jamie Skippin, lifts his head up. Anya, can't fault him for it. Clearly working for him. He a goddamn beast.
Yeah, keep your spine neutral.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be lifted up. It should be kept neutral.
I'm a hypocrite when it comes to this because I always am lifting my head up when I'm pressing dumbbell or bench. I always do it. But you really shouldn't. You should have your head up. You should neutral spine position, as you said. Your head should be back on the bench.
If you go to a powerlifting meet, 0 powerlifters will have their head up.
Yeah. Proof's in the pudding. Sophia Georgia Aguirre. What are the long-term effects of deadlifting, conventional and sumo, and whether the excessive loading on the spine actually causes compression, sliding, or bulging of vertebral discs?
Once again, as long as you're keeping a neutral spine, not arching your back, bent lower back. If you've got incorrect form, then yeah, definitely those are going to be long-term and short-term. Very short-term. You'll fucking know very soon if you've slipped a disc from a short-term effect of deadlifting if you're not lifting correctly.
One-way ticket to Snap City if your form's fucked.
I mean, you'll see people though that have been deadlifting not as a power lifter, but just as deadlifting as part of just overall muscle growth and strength increasing, and they have no back issues. Yeah. I mean, I've got no back issues, and I've deadlifted quite heavy in the past.
Because your form is on point.
Because and I have very, very strong erector spinae.
Last question, of course, has gone
to
to...
Ken Johnson's?
No, because we got an MJ every day for that. I'll just go post it in the group.
What about if other people want to know?
You want me to do it? You want me to answer the question? Hey, just look at you pulling rank and ask Neve. You do actually have rank and ask
Well,
Neve.
I don't really know why Ken's didn't get his R's.
No, well, because we've done an MJ every day on it, and I was just going to hit you, but that's, you make a good point. Ken Johnson, second to last question.
Every fucking thing you need.
Second to last question. When intermittent fasting, can you drink BCAAs? I have a guy at work doing it, and he's curious.
No, you can't. You also shouldn't drink caffeine, really, if you want to get down to it, in the nitty-gritty.
The answer is you can, but it's going to break your fast, technically.
So it's not intermittent fasting if you break
your fast.
fast.
But it depends how fucking anal you're going to be about your intermittent fast. And Boss Josh and I did do an episode of MJ Every Day. Link is in the description box, where we specifically talk about, do BCAAs break a fast? And the answer is technically yes.
Yes. Well, the answer is yes.
The answer is technically yes, but the second part of the answer is, does it make a fucking difference? And the answer to that question is pretty much no.
That's what I'm saying, is when you're getting down to the nitty gritty, even having something like people classify it as a black coffee
is breaking a fast.
Something as such as caffeine, because of the effects and the effects on the body, is even caffeine is breaking your fast. So even a black coffee, so really you should just be having water.
The only things that don't break your fast are air and water.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Last question. Buff Bobcat, of course, it's got to be Pierre from Chester in the UK. Hey guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Pierre. My question this week is, where do you see supplement trends going? This seems to be the era of pre-workouts, but where do you see things in, say, 5 years' time? That said, are there any ingredients in the pipeline that you think will take the world and supplement industry by storm soon? Thanks for all your time and attention. Stay massive.
Well, I mean, we can't answer this before. But
well, no, we answered the ingredient, but where do you think the industry is going to be in 5 years' time? You think pre-workouts are still going to be top of the food chain?
Are you reading any of these questions today?
Quickly.
Pierre said...
The second part of the question...
ingredients
we've
in the
answered
pipeline?
that. We've answered that one.
Okay, ingredients in the pipeline, I think, will be CBD oil and
grains of paradise. We've been there. But then the first part of the question is, where do you see supplement trends going? There seems to be the era of pre-workouts, but where do you see things in, say, 5 years' time?
Supplement trends, I think, will be heavily moving towards focus and sports such as gaming.
Yeah.
I think gaming and those kind of focus supplements will have much bigger impact on the market. I think because especially as we're moving a lot more, and I mean now we have your EA Sports Pros.
Yep.
You have your gaming conventions. I don't know what those cool kids call it.
Yep.
But that's what they're using, and when you've got $1 million on the line, and you can't take speed or whatever the fuck they're using. The thing is that's where the big money is going to be made, and a lot of companies and kids who want that competitive edge, especially when kids are playing Fortnite and getting paid, as I said again, millions of dollars on YouTube.
Yeah.
Guys are getting paid. Yeah, big.
Twitch.
They're getting paid big money.
Twitch that shit.
Through their Instagram, people are making Instagram pages based on their Twitch account.
Yeah.
But it's all about focus through Fortnite and those kind of games.
I agree, and I also think that a big part is going to be gut health. Gut health and the gut-brain axis that we seem to be learning a lot more about very rapidly. And I think a lot of supplements are going to be targeting that. Big Nevos. We've made it.
Yep.
First episode of Weekly Word for 2019. Off with the fuck. I think we're almost like an hour.
Nearly.
A long fucking episode.
I think I taught you a bit this episode.
No, I got educated by the Neve on the difference between the aerobic and anaerobic energy system
and ATP.
Paradoxin and
adenosine triphosphate.
And CBD legality.
Not the THC.
See, I like being in MassiveJoes Weekly Word and Ask Neve because I actually learn.
Not THC, just the CBD.
Can I start asking questions? Can I ask it? Can I have the last question?
Yeah, ask a question.
Do you reckon I can have it?
Yeah, ask it.
No, every week.
Ask me. Yeah.
Well, I got to think of one now.
Right,
I got to think, but I think now from moving forward, I reckon I should have the last question. Because I'm learning. I think 2019 is the year of my learning from us. Big Nepos, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Before I tell the viewers to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Ask Neve questions. If you've got them, pop them down below in the comments section. Hashtag Ask Neve. Don't forget to tell us your name, where you're from, so we can chuck you up on a map. And until next week, where are we coming to and from, Neve?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning in to this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.